Go here. Okay. Okay. Now we are live on YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. I am Andrea. I am here again to guide the conversation. Then I have with me a lot of people in this cold Friday night to talk in English. So, congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And today we are going to talk about imagine a world without technology. I need to improve my pronunciation about world, but I will do it. You will see in the future, guys. Let me explain a little quickly how Talk and Talk works. Maybe are people watching us on YouTube, and if you don't know about this platform, it's a great opportunity. So here you can find some language to practice, such as English, Spanish, and French. This is not a class, this is just an immersion. It means that I am not a teacher, I am a student. I am here to develop myself as you guys. The best part in this platform is here no one will judge you, no one will correct you, but everybody that participates in this platform is going to learn a lot because we learn by practicing and by observing the others people talking. Sorry about the noise, guys. So, if you want to know more about this project, please go to our website, talkandtalk.com.br, and there you can find more information, okay? Today we are in 8. Will be necessary to open another room just to make the conversation flow better so that we have more time to discuss about the topic because the main goal here is talk a lot. So 10 minutes before the end, I will bring you here again and we can discuss how was the experience, okay, guys? So basically, that's it. Just a moment that I will divide us, guys. Let me see here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, guys, as I said, I wish I could talk with all of you, but today will not be possible, okay? I will miss you a lot, guys, in the another room. Let me see. Yeah, I will do it. Yeah. Mm. I think that's it, guys. If you receive the invitation, please accept and see you soon. Have a great conversation, guys. Yeah. Here in the main room, I have Simone, Victor, and Wanda. So, Simone, would you like to start introducing yourself, please?
Yes, good evening, guys. My name is Simone. I am 52 years old. I'm single. I don't have children. I live in São Paulo with my family. In my free time, I enjoy walking, watch movies, and spend the time with friends. I like that too. Well, I am executive secretary with a postgraduate degree, and I looking for a new job opportunity. I have been study a lot, study English and Spanish and other subjects related to my field. I think that's about it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, C, for coming. Victor, it's your turn, please.
Okay. Good night. Good evening. Night now. Uh, my name is Victor. I am 38 years old. I'm married and I have I have two children. I live in Atunogueira, São Paulo. My hobby is are play the drums, camping and fishing. I love cold, but I don't like feeling cold. And that's it.
Good, I like your answer. I love cold, but I don't like feeling cold. Yeah. I think it's the same for me, but I love cold to rest, to sleep, to drink wine. For me, it's perfect. What about you, Vandinha?
For me, it's perfect too. Rare, but perfect. Hello, everyone. I'm Ivana from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. Today, we have 19 degrees, really cold for here to here. And I'm a dentist, two sons, one grandson, one daughter-in-law, and one cat.
Nice, Vandinha. I can imagine if 19 degrees for people from Rio, you are in a freezer, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And about myself, guys, I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo, but I am from São Bernardo do Campo. I am married. I don't have kids. I don't have pets as well. I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant, but I don't eat sushi every day, guys, because I work in the office, it's not possible. In my free time, I like listening to music, drinking wine, as I said, cooking, stay with my family, my friends, and stay here on Talk and Talk to improve my speaking skills. That's it about myself, guys. Let's start the conversation this Friday night. Simone, if technology disappeared tomorrow, what would you miss the most?
Well, for me, I come from a time where there was no technology, and we lived very well. Yes, of course, after it arrived, everything changed and it became easier. Today, if it disparated, we have to admit that it would be difficult to live without. Yes, but on the other hand, I believe that we would be able to look at people in the eye. Yes, some think that in a way has disparate, but we have to admit that life has changed in every way. I think it has also disrupted, I don't know pronunciation, some types of relationships, but improved others. Yes, in my opinion.
Good point of view. See, let's listening Victor because you work from with technology, Victor, or not?
Yes,
Yes, so
yes.
go ahead.
For me, I would miss long distance communication because my parents lives in another state, and without technology, the communicate with them would be very complicated, and I would be sad.
Yes.
And that.
Let me see about you, Wanda.
Many things I missed, but I think talk and talk is one of of that things because it's so interesting to learn English here with you and make friendships virtual, but we feel like friends each other. I think I miss a lot.
Yeah, good point, Wanda. I think I was thinking about the internet, right? That provides us the opportunity that we have now to be here in a cold Friday night to speak in English in different parts of the country, but we are connected somehow from by internet. So maybe I would miss it a lot because I will not have this opportunity anymore. And of course, like Simone said, we learned how to deal with our world without technology because we are from a world without
Exact.
technology, right? I'm 47, I don't know you guys, but it's really difficult nowadays to have contact because we are always in a hurry as well. We don't used to be like that. I believe that in the past we were more calm, do the things in a time, a correct time. And nowadays we want everything for tomorrow. So maybe it can affect the way that we communicate or when the way that we make friends. Because without technology, without internet, without, how I how am I how will I make friends if I am always in a hurry? So it's strange to think about, right, guys? But,
Yeah,
but,
interesting point.
yeah, because in the past, okay, we have time to put a chair on the street, on the walk side, I think, the calçada, to talk with our neighbors. But nowadays, we can't do it. So let's see. Let's move on, guys. Victor, now it's your turn. How would your daily routine change without, let me see here, without any, oh my gosh, any modern technology?
Uh, I would have a lot more to work to do. No, nowadays I have learned to automate many routines in my work, and this has a very positive impact. Going back to doing things manually would be despair. E-
Yes, I can imagine that. And in your house, for example, you have two kids, right?
Two
How
kids,
how it would change your routine in your house, for example, with two kids?
complicated.
Because maybe nowadays you put your, I don't know, we have a TV and, you know, maybe your kids can watch in some desenhos, I don't know how to say that,
Cartoons.
Cartoons
cartoons.
is complicated. Meio gastar energia, como falaria isso?
uh, l- Lost energy
Spend?
Energy.
and spend,
Spend
I don't know.
energy.
waste the energy, lost energy, spend the
Energy.
energy. I think spend the energy, right, Wanda?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea.
É, eu, aí teria. Nossa, não lembro os verbos passados.
Spend energy. Yes.
Spend the
Spend
energy. Yeah.
Yes.
energy
Thank you.
for. é, oh, thank you. Eu teria que fazê-los gastar energia e encounter. Encounter meio. Things, coisas, né?
Mhm.
Para entertainment deles. And it is isso.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important, to make the kids spend the energy. What about you, Wanda?
My daily routine, it's normally with or without tech because as a dentist, I don't need it so much tech. But for doing the recibo is
Receipt.
receipt,
I
receipt.
think
I
yes,
think
receipt. Yeah.
for doing the receipt nowadays, we need to take a phone. We don't do the receipt for the patient. We make the receipt for the Receita Federal. And
Oh,
then Receita Federal give us a PDF and we pass this PDF, send this PDF for the client, the
mhm.
patient. Okay, for me, don't do anymore receipts. Okay.
But Wanda, but at the same time, I was thinking here, you are a dentist, but for example, in some times don't appear some new devices for you to use
Yeah, of
to
course,
update.
but
Yeah.
but all the time you need to take my hand. I need to
Okay,
take my
okay.
hand, and the engineer like
Mm.
continues the same way.
Yes. I don't know why they don't discover a device that cannot do this noise because I am really afraid about the noise. It gives me how can I say calafrios?
Bump,
Gozegão.
good bump,
Yeah,
good
goosebumps
bump.
every time that I heard about, you know. Why,
Yeah,
Wanda? Say
because
it for
it's
me,
a
please.
physical issue. When you take a rope, for example, and
Mm-hmm.
you round the rope like that,
Mm-hmm.
the rope do a noise in zoom, zoom.
Mm-hmm.
If you round roda, I forgot the rope extremely velocity, woo,
Will be the
is
same.
that.
Will be the
It's the
same
same
noise.
because the broca, I don't know, too, roda is the air, is the air.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. But it could
It's
be
impossible.
silence, right? It
Yeah,
could be
but it's the
silence.
air.
I am very anxious when I need to go to the
But
dentist.
it's so beautiful, this noise match with the sorrow,
Mm.
with the hurt.
No, no,
It's a
no, no.
beautiful song for the hurt.
For the patients, it's not good, but my gosh. Okay, what about you, Simone?
Well, for me, I would to back to libraries, livraria, libraries, I
Mhm.
don't know pronunciation, to study or do you work. I think banks would to back to paying a bills, yes, and the line at the cash. There would be no more will be apples, for example, just a few examples among the many. Yes, it's complicated.
Yes, guys, to be honest, I can imagine my daily routine without the modern technology. And I am not saying about just about my job, you know, because we have the computer, you know, everything. But can you imagine it? Because I really don't know how to make a rice in the oven anymore because I have a electric one when you put your rice, you know, and turn on and okay, 10 minutes later the rice is it's ready,
Perfect.
delicious, you know, soltinho. And I really don't know how to cook it in the oven, fogão, eu não sei se é oven. I really don't know. So I can imagine it myself without washing machine. No, guys, no. Would change a lot of things, you know. Maybe I would spend more time to do my things, my tasks. So, but okay, thank God we still have talk knowledge. Let me see the question number 4. Vandinha, if you couldn't use a phone or computer, how would you communicate with people?
Oh my gosh. With scream, uh, smoke signal, or binge on a mail. One of these things. Or scream, sister! Like that.
Or maybe we can give back. No, we can, yeah, give, no, no, give back. Come back the letters. Do you remember,
Oh,
guys, the letters when you needed to
the
send
letters.
the letters
But
for?
if I want to talk about anything in the same time, I
Yeah,
need to scream.
yeah, yeah. Be more, I don't know, eyes to eyes, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
more eye contact.
Nostalgic times.
Yeah, nostalgic times. What about you? See?
Well, we always had a landline, yes. So we used the landlines, and your computers were old and didn't have the technology we have today. But we worked, and we also and type your water, yes, and fax machine, yes, and maybe
Yeah.
fax
But
machine,
it's a tech too.
yes.
Yeah, the affects machine. And a lot, another thing, guys, that I used to use when I was a teenager in my first job was a beepy. Do you remember a
Yeah,
beepy?
page.
Yes, I work in the company, the pager. I work
Pager,
at,
the name?
yes, I work in the company, the page is, and the time, this the time I work the market area, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
study publicity in the time. I work in the market area, yes. I
Yeah.
usually the pager and the Nextel.
Nextel as
Remember
well.
Nextel?
Yes, I
Yes.
remember. Oh my gosh. But the pager is it was really interesting because we needed to do a call for a
Yes.
central, I don't know, to
Yes, the
say the
set,
message.
yes, the call, the send message,
Oh,
yes.
can you imagine that nowadays? It's so I don't know, so do homem das cavernas, you know, we can talk about
Yes.
that. And we used to do it and was the technology in that job.
Yes. Oh.
We were really updated with everything. Oh my gosh. Now it's like terrible to think. What do you think, Victor?
Hi. With smoke signals too. Just kind. Maybe the solution would be to communicate through letters, like it was in old days, né? Or to go to people. Complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to, to make friends the same way that we used to make in the past, uh, in a line of the bank, for example, or in a supermarket, or in the bus station, because every time that we were in a bus station, We start talking with someone about the weather, this kind of things, and maybe we can make friends because I remember when I was younger. So, but nowadays, as I said before, as we are always in a hurry, can be really difficult, guys. It can be really difficult. But at the same time, I think it's possible because we are human beings, and for us to adapt of the situation, new situation, it's really easy, So we will adapt as well. Again, how to make friends, how to communicate with people. I believe that. Okay, let me see. Let's continue in here. Vandinha, what are some activities people would do more often without technology? A good one here. Number 5.
I think gymnastics, for example, uh, run, things like that. And my job too, because I don't do many tasks in my job. And I think um, teacher too is activity, is out tech, it's okay too. Many activities in farms, for example, too. In small farms, big farms needs, but small farms don't need many activities
Yeah,
without tech.
I agree with you. I think maybe people will enjoy more outdoor activities like running, walking on the beach, these kind of things. Or even to put the chair on the walk side, guys. I think it's walk side. To talk with the neighbors.
But
Uh,
here in Rio de Janeiro,
it's not
you
possible,
are
right,
a
Wanda?
brave girl.
But Wanda, in the past, it was possible.
In the past.
Yeah,
But nowadays, put
yeah.
the chair, they robe the chair, robe you.
Everything, right? Yes, unfortunate, guys. Oh my gosh, yeah. We miss a lot this time, because I remember when I was a child, and for example, this time that is Junine party, Festa
Oh,
Junina,
so good.
so good. The neighbors get reunited to on the street, to make a fogueira, fire, and foods, and it was so delicious. And nowadays,
Yeah,
it's
I
impossible.
totally agree. I miss it a lot. There is Festa Junina part in the churches too.
Mhm.
There is.
Yeah,
But and back then it's more delicious because of
exactly.
the close the street and do the party and dancing. And yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. I missed a lot.
and you used to be with the person that it's different. For example, if you
Exactly.
need to go to a church to attending a
Yeah.
Junine party, for me,
Yeah, for eat,
it's not
eat,
the
eat,
same.
and
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
agree.
not the same. Yeah. What about you? See?
Well, for me, I think seeing people more friends, having their presence, I think it's important to have friends around. I think that's what's I felt most. Technology has distanced those or who are close, but it has both those who are far away, closer, and given us the opportunity to meet people who are far away. Yes, my opinion.
Nice. Thank you, see. And what do you think, Victor?
Um, I think writing with your our hands would be one of them. Send letters would perhaps be a faster way of communicate. Maybe I think so.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Victor. I don't know how old are you? I forgot if you said, but do you pass it through this time that it was necessary to send a letter for someone, or are are you born after that?
No, no. Send letter. I send
Yeah?
letters. Yes.
Oh,
Technology já existia, BIOS existe,
yeah, I think so.
but I'm saying the some letters.
Oh, nice, nice. And I was thinking, guys, in the Christmas time, do you remember, Wanda, that we used to send the cartão de Natal,
Yeah,
for the
many,
other.
many. Oh my gosh, yes, I remember. So beautiful.
Yeah, and we don't see it nowadays, right, guys? Oh my God.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah,
We receive in mobile phone many
exactly.
images and it's not so beautiful.
Yeah, it's not the same as well, the same
No,
feeling.
no.
Okay, guys, let's move on. Victor, would you like to choose another question for us? The question that you think it's interesting to answer, please.
I chose the question.
Yeah, please.
Mhm. Number 8. Would life be simpler or harder without technology? Why? Uh, I think it would be more difficult because we are already used to having technology. But if we had never had contact with technology, I believe it would be easier. We would adapt in the same way we adapt to technology. I think so.
So, do you think it would be harder to live without technology?
It's be hard. It's be more difficult.
Okay. What do you think, Simone?
Well, for me, when I was a girl, we lived well, but today I think it would be difficult with the lack, I don't know,
Mhm.
of safety, segurança, yes,
Mhm.
we have for children to play in the street, for example, yes. It's not suitable for today world, yes. Complicated.
Yeah, good point. Because we are talking about the technology, live without technology. Remember the old the old times, but in that time the violence was not so big, was like nowadays, you know. And for example, the fact that we can stay without technology doesn't mean that the security will be great as well. Maybe we will don't have technology, but the violence continuing the same way. So it's a point because I remember when I was a child, I used to play in the street until 10 p.m., and it was so nice. It's not a problem. I went to school, for example, by myself, take a bus and go to school. And nowadays, it's really hard to people do it by themselves. The kids need to the parents to go, or I don't know, maybe like a a particular bus to let the kids there. So it's it's strange to think about because if we could forget about the technology, but return to the time that we have more security, okay. But I don't know if it's possible, right, guys? What do you think, Wanda?
Yeah, I think I agree with everyone. It's harder. I think it's so harder because uh, our food becomes from tech.
Yeah.
All our foods became from tech, and it's difficult for us to take food for all the people without tech. And our water too comes here with tech. Everything nowadays is depends of the tech. Everything. And I think if the tech like a storm, a sun storm, and the sunstorm break all the satellites, we get without tech, and you need to reconnect ourselves with all the works that we give up, like take food, like take chicken and kill the chicken. It's terrible. I think I can't imagine.
Yes, good point of view, Wanda. We were not thinking about that, because everything nowadays it's related and needed to technology. So, yeah, the the population is increasing, and we need to have things to support everybody. Can you imagine? You go to the supermarket and don't have anything to buy. So,
And think you need to plant, you need to domesticar, não sei como é que é,
mhm.
animals. You need to kill the animals. It's
Yeah.
not good.
No, no, I agree with you. Okay, guys, let me see. I think we can choose another one. Wanda, it's your turn now. I think we have time for one
Hmm.
more question.
What? If you number seven,
Okay.
if you lived without a world, if you lived in a world without electricity, how would you entertain yourself? Oh my gosh. Then I think for a few minutes when I have my sons like children and uh, the light down here, we try to entertain is with shadows, and we know how to make animals or flower and put in the wall the shadows and take a history with each other. I start a story and my son continues and the other son continues too. Uh, but for all the nights without electricity and day, because you don't have water for everything. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Take the water in the river to put in the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
don't
God.
I don't want to think about. It's
No,
terrible.
no, maybe I prefer live without internet than live
Yeah.
without electricity, right, guys? Because can you imagine
Yeah.
like 14 degrees and you need to take a cold shower? Oh no, or no, no, no,
If
no.
you have water for that, because
Yeah,
water need electricity
yeah,
to come back to the recipient and go to your. house.
No.
Needs a bomb.
No. It's impossible to think about that, guys. Oh my gosh, electricity.
Without a lift, you live in apartment. Without
Yeah.
lift.
Thank you God I live in the second floor, but can you
Okay,
imagine?
okay, no problem.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you are right, Vandinha. What do you think, Simone?
Oh my God. Well, for me, when I was younger, I used to play in the street. Yes, today I don't know what children could do without electric. Perhaps it's all the giving the opportunity to read physical books, for example, and study more. It's no imagining difficulty to live without electricity. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know the year that the electricity was created, but I believe that was a long time ago, guys. And I don't know. I think we couldn't live without it, guys. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you think,
terrible.
Victor? Yes.
Um, I would I would run a lot, ride my bike, a lot play the drums, go for walks, make campfires, forget it, campfires. Uh, I don't know sing, but I sing a lot. Play a lot with my kids. Those kinds of things.
Yes.
Yes.
Thinking
Yeah,
about the
good.
good part, okay? It's nice to do everything that you said. And Simone said about the reading books. Maybe I would have time to reading books because it's something that I need to put in my routine and I can't find the time because I am scrolling on the cell phone sometimes. So thinking about that, it's a great opportunity to do everything that you have said, guys. But in the other hand, it could be really difficult to live with, the things that we are used to have, our comfort, for example. So for me, it's impossible to think about it. But it's okay. Guys, I will close the other rooms because I want to ask some questions for the others as well. But let me know how was the conversation here. Did you like it, Victor? What do you think about the topic?
Yes, very good talks. I like the always is good. Sempre é bom. The immersions. Very good. I like much.
Nice, nice. Thanks so much, Victor. Continuing this path, because you are doing great. You are participating a lot of immersion, so just keep it going. What do you think, C? Did you like it?
Yes, I love it. It's a opportunity to remember the situation. Yeah. Yeah, I live in the years 18. Yes, I
Mhm.
don't have it. Technology. Yes, yeah. Good, yes,
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
Não tínhamos problema, yes,
yeah,
that is normally, yes, but the evolution, yes,
yeah.
né?
We need to pay the price for the
Yes.
evolution. Thank you, C. What do you think, Wanda? Did you like it?
Yeah, of course I like. Every immersion of you is so good, so thoughtful. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Vanji. I love your presence here. So the guys are back. How was the conversation, Álvaro? And I am really curious about the question number one. Number one, no. Number two. If technology disappeared tomorrow, what would you miss the most? Let me know.
Yeah, I use the most mainly the smartphone and my computer because I use my computer to study, to play video games, and I use my smartphone to watching videos, to consume content. And for me, living without its objects will be very, very difficult. And I will miss my job because I work with technology. And if tomorrow disappeared, I will lose my job.
Yes, it's a problem, you know? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Álvaro. What about you, Eduino? Did you like the conversation?
Yes, was really enjoyable conversation. Uh, make us thinking more about question that we never had thinking before. It's like uh, each questions was very harder to another question. Especially for me, without electricity was very hard question.
Yeah, we were talking about that question. So let me know your opinion. It's possible to live without electricity? Because in my opinion, no.
Yeah, in the world, maybe it's unthinkable, maybe near to impossible. Not impossible, but near. But in the street, in your street, in your city, it's very possible. I said to guys that in my adolescence, when I was younger, in my city, never had electricity, and we had the gato. We used the generator in the
Okay.
house, use the fuel to in the night. Yeah, without electricity, it's possible, but in the world, it's near to impossible.
Yeah, totally agree with you. Thank you, Eduino. What about you, Mario? How was the conversation? Did you like it? And let me see, I have a question for you. La, 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 pa, 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 pa. I lost the question. The question number eight. Would life be simple or harder without technology for you?
Yeah, first the conversation was great. The guys, it's totally crazy with the questions, like me. And about the question, like I said, I believe would be simpler without technology because our minds would be so overloaded with information, much of it questionable. We wouldn't face the constant pressure to respond instantly all the time, and we'd have to find other ways to communicate and get things done, which today are easy in one sense, but uh, full of hidden traps in another, you know. And I really believe life would be simpler without technology. But Eduino uh, bring us a point. It would be harder because uh, we lives in technology now.
Yeah.
Álvaro said this too. We now we depends of the technology in all the things we will need to do, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a a thing we need to think about. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's like to do a step back, you know, without technology for us nowadays, you know. But at the same time, I think we as a human being, we are adaptable of everything, you know. Maybe we could adapt without technology, you know, because we live it without that. So just you know, could be really hard. I agree with you guys because I can't leave my cell phone if it doesn't have internet, for example. It would be not possible to be here talking in English in this Friday night, you know. So this kind of things can change a lot of things. But thank God you have. Thank you, Mario. And Brizolinha, let me know how was the conversation for you?
Yeah, I really like this conversation. It as a subject that tocou everyone because everyone works in technology.
É,
There are a lot of questions that here difficult to answer because they hear very specific cases because at the time a lot come to my head, but we manage to do it. And it's a very calm, fun chat. Thanks so much. I really like it. Thanks so much,
nice,
guys.
nice. Thanks so much. Yeah, and you all work with technology, so I can imagine how was the conversation in another room. And I am really curious now to know, viu? Just to say that. But okay, guys, I put on the chat the survey. You know how it works, and I will appreciate if you can answer for me. Okay, it's really important to keep improving my way to host the immersion. You can give me ideas to topics as well. It's really important because sometimes it's so difficult to find a topic that, oh, maybe everybody wants to talk about that. So put there. It's could be easier for me. Okay. And my next immersion, guys, will be on Monday at 8 p.m. Let me see the topic. La, 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 la. Why are we so attached to our things? So, if you want to participate, just go there and schedule your spot, okay, guys? Thanks so much, Victor, Simone, Álvaro, Mário, Brizola, Iduino, and Vandinha. Have a great weekend and see you on Monday, guys. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye bye,
bye.
guys.
Good
Thanks so
night.
much.